Hi there YouTube, it's me Morphsuit America, and in this video I'll be talking about souls and how to use them to manipulate your percentages and why you want to do this. Before you watch this video, check out the other video that I made talking about how to stack your abilities and how to stack the percentages and all that. That is very helpful and it will help you understand this concept that I'm going to be bringing onto the table. If you are new to affixing, if you don't know what it is, why you want to do it, if you are still new to it, you didn't see my basic video talk about the things you got to consider when it comes to affixing, check those videos out in the description, or you can see it on the screen right now. I do have an old playlist covering these topics, but this is going to be the new updated version of how to do affixing, and it's going to go over some of the new features that I haven't even explained in that old video because it wasn't even there. So when it comes to using souls, you'll obviously get these from killing a boss or killing something on the field. For example, Rockbeard will have a soul if you kill it sometimes, and it will pop up on your abilities for your weapons and units. The one soul I'm going to be talking about or using as an example would be Vol Soul. This is pretty much that lava dragon you fight against in your second free exploration map, in the volcanic exploration caves or volcanic cave exploration. Now, Vol Soul isn't that great. It's an old ability. Not a lot of people are using him nowadays, especially when it comes to endgame content and when it comes to episode 6. Vol Soul can give you S attack plus 30 and HP plus 20. There's a bunch of other souls that can give you something else, like the Bayari Soul. Pretty much the Bayari Soul is an upgraded version of a rock bear, but you fight it in Ultimate Quest. That was where it was first introduced, and when it comes to the Bayari Soul, it can give you a plus 35 S attack along with some PP and some dex. I'm trying to find you. Where are you? Here you are. For S attack it's plus 35, dex plus 5, PP plus 3. Most likely I'll zoom in on it for you guys and then it's gonna zoom out. Now here's the thing about souls. Even though they can be stacked to 3 and you can get it to transfer, they also have a small little gimmick that you may not know about. When it comes to these souls, they can actually boost some specific affixes. When it comes to Vol Soul, for example, it can actually boost up your power, your body, your stamina, and your burn affixes. If you're wondering what soul can do what, all you need to do is hover your mouse over the soul and then it should say something like that one right there. You'll see a zoom in on it. It says that this soul can be able to give you a boost to your stigma. But anyways, Vol Soul can work with power, burn, and some other things. Here's the thing though, if you get to use a soul to your advantage to manipulate the percentage, it has to be a grade 3. It cannot be any lower or higher than that. And I'll demonstrate it right here. So usually if you have one power 2, it's going to be at 60%, and if you got 3 other copies, it's going to go at 100%. But as you can see, the soul did not boost that number to 80%. Now if I got a power 4, you can see that it's still at 40%, and if I max this out, it's going to be at 80, so that means the effect did not kick in. So with power 3, it's at 80%. Now if you know your percentages, if I take out Vol Soul, you'll see that this is supposed to be at 60, but it went up to 80. Because of this soul and its slight boost to your fixes, it's able to get that 60 to an 80. Meaning that you just need 2 copies of Power 3 to actually get it to 100 with Vol Soul. This is one way you can use the souls to your advantage when it comes to manipulating your percentages. And once again, you gotta toy around with all of these. I'm not gonna go and show you every little thing you can do with them. But here's another thing with Vol Soul. It can actually transform into something else. Now when you hover over like these souls, it's gonna say blank the soul. And that means it has a chance for it to become something else if you combine it with another soul, which is To'o Soul. This is one of them. There's another one that can actually transform it. I can't remember what it was specifically, but To'o Soul is one of them that can transfer this Vol Soul into like some other soul. And if you don't know what I'm referring to, I'm trying to find the soul right now to actually demonstrate my point. Where the fuck are you? I do not know where you are, unless I passed it several times. Here it is. So this soul in itself, it's pretty useless because it only gives you like a plus 10 or something. Plus 10 to all stats. However, this can be used to make Blink the Soul and Ether Soul if you have the right other soul to do this. And as you can see, the moment I have these 2 in the formula, it can give you Acta Soul, Tilda Soul, Magi the Soul, or Ares the Soul. If you're wondering what they can do, then you can go ahead and check that out. Now, following up with the video of how to stack abilities, understand that some of these souls cannot be transferred, or even if you got 3 copies of them, it's not going to work, or it's not going to be at 100%, or whatever the highest percentage is, or it's not going to be like your usual percentage. For example, let's talk about Volsols. Volsol, as you can see, is going to be at 80% if I had 3 copies of them. That can be said with most of these soul abilities. However, if I decide to have Active Soul, Active Soul is what you need, or what you can make if you combine like Total Soul with something else, and then there's another ability that can do the same thing like Total Soul. But let's say I get Active Soul. Instead of having this, let me just have Active Soul by itself and have 3 copies somewhere in this formula. I said 3 copies somewhere in this formula. And now as you can see, the percentage is wonky. It's at 40%. That isn't right, because all these other souls at 80%, why is this one at 40? Just because of how you had to make blank the soul, this toys around with the actual percentage that you see. So it's not going to be at 80%, it's going to be at 40. Even if you stack another 4th copy to it, it's not going to increase it. That should give you a pretty clear idea of what to do with these souls. Now, there are other ways you can go about it, but this is just a general ideal concept of how you want to use these souls to your advantage. They can help you dumb down your formula, they can help you go around your formula, they can help you improve on your formula. You can do whatever you want with this information. Now I'm going to briefly talk about receptors, because there is a soul receptor in this game, and soul receptors, or receptors in general, can boost up your highest chance, or can boost up the chance of getting this thing to transfer very easily. Granted that there are some exceptions to the rule. Soul receptor is what will be used on a soul. Now, here's the thing about soul receptors. Over here in Japan, or over here in the Japanese PSO2, we have the mobile game PSO2 ES. I don't know if Global is gonna get it, or the Western version of PSO2 is gonna get it, but the thing about PSO2 ES is because of the fact that you can get soul receptors there, like you can get soul receptors in PSO2 ES, and that's the only way to get receptors in PSO2 ES. Now, half of the receptors are still going to be in-game, like Mark Receptor. That is actually in PSO2, but you actually have to buy that as a cash item or an AC item. Now, soul receptors, factor receptors, and other receptors are located in PSO2 ES, but once again, Western PSO2 does not have that, so I don't know how they're going to go about getting soul receptors. But here's the thing, soul receptors are very handy because they can transfer a soul at 100%. You only need 1 copy of it, and as you can see down here, Volsoul with 1 soul receptor can get it to transfer at 100%. Same with the Total Soul. Now you might be wondering, okay, how about Active Soul and all that other stuff? With the X Aries Soul, you can see that this can transfer at 100%, but with Aries the Soul, it's at a 50%. And it's because of the fact that this is a special soul that you had to make by using that formula I showed you guys prior to this portion of the video. Now there is one other soul that I am making a special video for. I already made a special video in the past about it, especially when it was introduced in the game and people weren't aware of it as much, and then it slowly became popular because of SAF factor. But what I'm going to talk about is Astral Soul. Now if you look at the screen right now, and if you need me to zoom in, I will ask you to do so. Astral Soul is at a 10%. 10%. That is something. Now all these other souls, they can go to 100%, even 50%, but Astral Soul is at 10%. The reason being is because, one, this is a high-end ability with very good stats, but you need a certain way to make this. And I'll actually teach you guys the formula to make a soul catalyst, which then is needed to make an Astral Soul. However, that will be a separate video, but I do need to mention this portion just because it's a soul. Now, if you're also wondering how to make Mana Rev, this is pretty much the same way, but with the Reveries. So when it comes to making a Soul Catalyst, which is what you need to make an Astral Soul, you need 4 copies of it along with Darkness Soul. To make a Soul Catalyst, you need 5 particular souls, and they're the Dark Files, or whatever you call it over in the Western PSO2. You're gonna need Elder, Persona, Double, Apprentice, and Loser. And even though I can name them right off the top of my head, I need to find them. I kind of wish it was like a search box over here that I can dumb down this scrolling. Alright, so I got Elder, I need Loser, I need Apprentice. Now, there's a reason why people hate making these catalysts, but at the same time, I'm okay with it, and it is a good way to get income. Once again, I'll talk about all this stuff in separate videos. Now, where's Persona? I think I passed it, but where are ya? Oh, they lose their apprentice with double, and where's Persona? It's Persona, and now I need to find double. I think I passed it. Double. Alright, so here it is. Nope. As you can see, to make a soul catalyst, you need these 5 dark foul souls. And the catalyst in itself is only at a 10%. There's no way to boost this, there's no boost ability, or there's no soul that can boost this ability. It's at a 10%. The only way to boost it is using the success items, or you do it on a boost week. So this thing is a pain in the ass to work with, and oh my god, they added to 60%. They really added to 60% in the game. Now I need to find that shit. But yeah, this thing is a pain in the ass to make, and you need to have 4 copies of this along with Darkness Soul. And to quickly demonstrate my point, I guess I can show you how to make Astral Soul. Now I saw Darkness Soul somewhere. That you do need to pick up. And then the others should be down here. Yep, Soul Catalyst. And that's how you make an Astral Soul. Separate video going more into details about that, but that's it when it comes to the souls. Go ahead and take your time, practice with them, stare at the different souls, figure out which one you're gonna need for your certain formulas. Once again, when it comes to the soul bonus kicking in, when it comes to increasing your percentages, it has to be at a grade 3. Granted that some of these souls can boost up special abilities, and it'll give you a good 20%, like Apprentice Soul, that boosts up Modulator Transfer, or like some other soul that can boost up like your Flint Transfer or something. I might be wrong on that one, but it's been a long time since I actually did a lot of in-depth formula making. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this video helps you guys out. If you got any questions, comments, concerns, put it down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.